What is going on, buddy? Welcome back to All Things Film. Today I'm here to do my breakdown of the teaser we got for The Walking Dead Season 9 Episode 3 titled Warning Signs. This teaser looks really good and I can't wait to talk about it, so let's get right into it. So the rebellion begins because the saviors are missing and they think it's going to be Rick's group. Now I believe it is somebody in Rick's group because only the saviors are missing, so it can't be a new group out there like the Whisperers, because they would take anybody that comes across their path if they are taking people, not just his saviors. But now the question is, who is it? Is it Daryl? Is it Carol? Is it Henry? I don't know. I want to put my finger on Daryl, but that might be too obvious. That's the clear answer, so maybe it's not Daryl. But in the comments down below, you guys comment who you think is killing these saviors and taking them. So the teaser opens up with Maggie and some hilltoppers going down a road and they run into some saviors. Now I do like this because it reminds me back in season 6 when the group were, on the road and they would run into some saviors in the middle of the road blocking the path. I did like that part in season 6. It was scary, it was intense, it was really cool, and it looks like we're getting the same type of thing here with the saviors blocking the path of our group because they want to see what's going on. And it looks like most of the saviors are upset, even the ones that it looked like maybe they weren't upset and they were working together and they were cooperating. I'm sure they are upset because it looks like somebody out there is killing their people. And right here we have Jed, this other savior, we have a rat, we have Laura and Regina, and it looks like Jed is like becoming sort of like a leader among the saviors, because now Justin is gone, his friend, and he is probably making everybody turn on the group because they think I wouldn't say it's just him. It's pretty clear that if a lot of people in your group are disappearing, you're gonna be suspicious. So I don't really blame them, but it's pretty interesting because Regina, Laura, and even a rat, saviors who are cooperating and working with Rick's group, they weren't causing that much trouble. It looks like now they turn, and we even have a rat here in the back holding up a gun. So it does look like now I don't really see a future for them working together unless something huge happens that's gonna change everybody's mindset. And that huge thing that might happen is Rick Grimes' death or exit or whatever happens to Rick, because Rick is the one who's really trying to push everybody to work together and cooperate. So maybe once something happens to Rick, maybe he sacrifices himself, we don't know just yet, but I feel like that's what's gonna change, because it looks like Rick's exit is a pivotal moment in season 9, because after Rick leaves, it looks like there's going to be a second time jump and then a new story is going to happen with the Whisperer. So I do think Rick's exit is going to completely change this story, and I'm very excited to see how. And these next 3 episodes are very important and I cannot wait for them. And then we have Rick and Daryl having a conversation here, and I'm loving all these moments between Rick and Daryl this season. I really am. In this one, that Rick is talking about how the future belongs to everybody, and Daryl really disagrees with the way Rick is doing stuff. He talked about it last episode also, and Norman Reedus said there's going to be a big moment in episode 4, so I can't wait for that. It probably is going to be like a fight or something, but I seriously cannot wait, because there is a lot of hype this season, and so far it's been paying off. Like the hype from the off season, it has been paying off. The first 2 episodes I think are amazing, and I cannot wait for this one. And then we see some full-on brawls in this teaser, which is absolutely crazy. We see our group and the savior just going at it. We have people holding each other back. It is absolute chaos. And then we have Carol saying that, and I think she's talking to Rick in this scene, because she's saying that we're gonna have to fight whether we like it or not. And then she also says that we have to end it before it starts. So Carol is someone up there in my list that might be one of these people that are killing the saviors, because Carol was killing people back in the prison who were sick. So Carol does what's good for the group, and if she thinks killing the saviors it's what's best for the group, she's gonna do it. So she's up there on my list for potential people killing the saviors. But then we see her holding back Jed here, and she's definitely gonna have a connection with Jed. I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up killing Jed. This guy, I don't think he's gonna make it to the second time jump or whatever. He's gonna be gone. Like, I don't see him. He's not working with the groups. He's not being cooperative. So yeah, I definitely don't see a future for him in the second time jump. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Carol kills him. But we have the group pulling out their guns here, and look at Al's face. I want to mention this. Al doesn't pull out his gun really, because Al is a very peaceful kid. I like this dude. I mean, even more peaceful than Rick, because he was telling Rick last episode that he might be mistreating the saviors. So whenever Al sees people getting mistreated or unfairness, he speaks up about it, and I do like this guy. And then we have Maggie and Daryl here, and Maggie says to Daryl that we give Rick's Way a chance, and obviously she's referring to the fact that they worked with the Saviors, or at least they tried to, but it didn't work out because everybody's back in all-out war status and everybody's trying to kill each other. So now, they're upset and they're going to try to do something about it. So maybe Maggie is actually maybe Maggie is helping Daryl. If Daryl is the one killing the Saviors, which is, he's on the top of my list as somebody who's killing the Saviors, maybe Maggie is helping him. Because remember last season, at the end of season 8, Maggie and Daryl were in the same room with Jesus. I still don't understand why Jesus is in there. I think the only purpose for him to be in that room is to hear out Maggie, because he just listens to everything Maggie says. I don't think he really wants to kill the Saviors, but I wouldn't be surprised if Maggie is helping Daryl with the Savior killing. And then we have Father Gabe here with a knife, and it looks like he's in the middle of the circle. Everybody's pointing guns at each other with this other Savior. So I don't know if there's like a fight club going on here and people are just taking turns going in the middle and just duking it out. I don't know. I mean, not even duking it out. This guy has a full-on machete in his hand. But I didn't expect Father Gabriel to be involved in all this fighting. So we're gonna see what ticks him off. Maybe this guy calls him out or something. Maybe this guy messes with Jadis, because Jadis and him are in a relationship now, or at least it looks like it. So I have trust in my Father Gabriel. He can probably beat the shit out of somebody. But anyways, moving on, we have Rick here, and I love this scene, man. It looks like this is connected with this scene, because it looks like everybody is gonna be in this circle and fighting and arguing and pointing guns and being hostile and whatever. And then it looks like Rick is just gonna, pull up with a horse, and then it looks like he's kind of breaking up the circle. So that's what I think is gonna happen. Everybody's gonna be fighting and having a hard time cooperating, and then Rick tries to like make peace with everybody and just like rolls up with the horse and tries to get everybody to move away. So that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen here. Rick is a cop, he is the leader, so I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to break this up and try to talk to everybody and working together again. So that's what I kind of see happening here. And then at the end here, we have Rick pointing a gun at somebody, and this is what I'm very excited for. We have Rick telling somebody that if you do this, there's no turning back. Everything we've been doing, it ends. And I'm pretty sure he's talking to a Savior, because that's what makes most sense, because he says everything we've been doing, it ends. So trying to keep them safe and stuff like that. But also I believe somebody's gonna be holding like somebody hostage or something, and I think it's gonna be Jed, because we have this promo image of Jed having this knife up to Carol, and it's in the dark. This is in the dark, so what I'm thinking here is on the other side of this that we don't see, Jed has a knife up to Carol, and Rick is pointing a gun at him saying that you need to stop this or everything ends, and he means that helping the Saviors and keeping himself, all of that ends. So that's what I'm thinking is going to be happening here. That's what makes the most sense, and I'm very excited about it. And I know I said I wouldn't be surprised if Carol ends up killing Jed, because it looks like Jed is messing with her, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rick just shoots Jed in the face in this scene right here, because they're going through pretty quickly with the material, because they have 5 episodes before Rick leaves in order to finish off this Saviors and Rick's group, all these problems and stuff. So they have 5 episodes to do it. It looks like they're moving pretty quickly. These episodes are packed. Gregory died in the first episode, so they're moving along pretty quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jed dies right in this moment when he's holding up the knife to Carol. Maybe Daryl shoots him in the bow from the side, somebody comes up behind him and stabs him or something, or maybe Rick just shoots him in the face, which I think would be epic. Let me just say that right now. But yeah, I definitely think there is a huge chance of Jed dying this episode, but I do think these scenes are connected, and I'm very excited to see it. But that is pretty much it for this teaser trailer. Very, very cool stuff, and it gets me excited for this episode. But I'm gonna wrap it up there. Hope you guys did enjoy. In the comments down below, you leave your thoughts, predictions, and opinions, but no spoilers. Like, if you know what's gonna happen in that episode, like you actually know what's gonna happen, don't comment those, because you kind of ruin the fun for people who don't want it. So just out of respect for those who don't want things spoiled for them. But if you don't know what's happening and you have a genuine prediction or theory, by all means go ahead and comment, because that's what I do too. I don't really follow spoilers, so I just base it on these trailers and teasers and stuff. But that's pretty much all I want to say. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. For daily Walking Dead videos, be sure to subscribe. It's been All Things Film, and until next time, peace.